Welcome to VOM number 185. You're listening to the sounds of Mr. Jules Bland.
Mighty tasty, man.
That was lovely, Jules. That was lovely. I want to hear the vocal version of that now.
Maybe later. We may go around 3 times.
We may. It's it's a light list so far, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Well, I guess the next thing is for me just to say to everyone, welcome to VOM. Howdy. My name is Rowan Corbett, and I'm your host for this evening. We do this every Monday night, whether you want us to or not. VOM 185. That's right. We've been doing this since March of 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're at 185 now. No matter what the description says. Just
or what I
pay no
say.
attention to that. Well, 186 by the Jules calendar. The Julian calendar. Excuse me. Julesian. My bad. Excuse me. So, I guess we should probably get things started. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna start out with some banjo tunes. I haven't played banjo in a while, so
Awesome.
I'm wanting to. I was just I have 2 bands for those of you who do not know. My second band is called Tinsmith, and it's a Celtic and Appalachian band. And so we're trying to get back in the studio and do some more stuff. So, and so I got my banjo out. So I'm like, oh yeah, I like playing this instrument. So different set of muscles, as it were.
And the Celtics might call it a banjo, but in Appalachia they call it a banjer.
Well, it goes back farther than Appalachia, I must say.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I have one of the originals. No.
Actually, this one here, this is an SS Stewart banjo from around 1896.
Wait, what? That banjo is like 130 years old?
Yes, almost.
Yeah, that's the original of what the Gold Tone copied here.
So, and it's yeah, and like the town I'm from, 1896 was the year when a group of angry white men ran all of the people out of town, the black people who ran Wilmington, North Carolina.
Doesn't sound
Wilmington.
like the South in the 1800s or now.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Jackson, he wasn't president then,
King
was
of
he?
Kings. Have you heard the story about the cheese? We'll get to it later.
Yeah.
But there's a whole
Anyway.
thing with Andrew Jackson and the cheese.
Oh my
It's great.
goodness.
It's
I'm
pretty great.
sure.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, anyway, the whole point behind that though is that for me the banjo is traditionally actually an African American instrument, and that date was just like ooh, when after I got the banjo, I realized that the collision in the year that it's from, and that was quite a moment for me.
A while back, somebody had a gourd banjo that had the wooden neck and the little, not really frets, it's just like a
Oh no, they don't have frets at all. It's just a
Yeah.
fretless thing. That's the traditional, the earliest banjos in the United States.
Right. This
all
one, though,
fretless.
had scallops in the neck in several places, but the first 5 frets would have
Yep.
been.
All right, I'm gonna get on with this here. So that means I got to press a couple buttons. This one and this one and this one. Oh yeah, nope, that's the wrong. There we go. All right. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. I haven't done this in a while. You guys have been flying without me for a little bit. All right. And one last thing. Oh yeah, got that done already. So there we go. This is a tune that I wrote with a tune that my bandmate wrote. The first one is called, the one that I wrote, is called Just Make Your Hand a Tool. The second tune is called Jigsaw. I never actually really thought about the, make your hand a tool and jigsaw, which is a tool that often cuts off hands. No, not often. It can, though. Fingers more.
That is wicked cool.
Thank you. All right. So next up after me, so's that you all know, will be Mr. Ron Smith, and then followed by Mr. Steve Patton, and then, assuming no one else arrives, we will have Mr. Jules Bland, and then we will go around again.
And again.
And again. Till we get all dizzy. All right. So the second tune is called The Clockmaker.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Oh,
How
thanks,
did you
Ron.
come by that instrument, Rowan?
This one, this one in particular, or
Yes.
at a store in Tacoma Park, Maryland, the House of Musical Traditions. They had it there. It was a place. I actually used to work there. But I got it. I think I got this maybe in 2020. I've been playing like a good time banjo for a long time, and I was like, I want a big boy banjo, and I saw this sitting on the stand in there, and I loved the nylon strings. I was like, yeah, that's what I want. So,
It had been pricey.
what's up?
I
It
said,
wasn't as
had
bad
been-
as you'd think. Actually, it was only about $1,000, I think, something like that.
Oh,
Oh,
So,
wow.
for 130-year-old banjo. So,
yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome.
There's actually, there's more of them around than you would think. But, this one is, it's the neck isn't adjustable. It doesn't have a truss rod or anything. It's got a little bit of a scoop to the neck. And I think that's why they put the nylon strings on it. But I really like the tone, and it's got an actual skin head rather than like a, rather than
Celluloid
a
or
plastic
something.
one. So,
Yeah.
and so I love the tone of it. So, yeah.
That's
Anyway.
really cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to hear the amazing Mr. Ron Smith. So I'm going to give the stage over to him.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, I wound up with one of these versions of Zoom where I no longer have the original sound
What?
option. It's a whole different thing in the audio settings.
Oh, weird. All right. Well,
With my it's just really weird.
well, are you okay? Sorry. We'll try and troubleshoot a little bit real quick. Now you have it. Do you have it? Oh, I lost your video there. Oh, there it goes. Do you have? You don't. So you don't have the option on the front screen on the main
That is
screen.
correct. Nor do I have it down in the sound settings.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yes, it's a whole different thing. Plus, I have an AI companion.
Yeah, I got that too. But I don't know
took
why it got rid of the original sound.
I've heard other people say that. I was on Joe Isaac's thing a week or two back, and
Okay.
somebody else in there.
Oh, we lost you there for a second. You're frozen, Ron. Maybe the Zoom gods are silencing him. Well, we'll give him a minute to come back here. In the meantime, perhaps if he's not going to make it back, do you think you can jump in there, Steve? You got a minute to jump in? So we've lost him there. All right. So hopefully he'll get his signal
I'm
back.
here. I just can't get the mouse on the cursor very quickly because my back says no. Don't do that.
Sorry. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight you, and
Oh, we lost two. We're down to just Fluffy Nuts and you and me. Is that it? What happened to
well,
everybody?
Ron, he's gonna log back in, I think. So
Oh, okay. Well,
we'll see what happens.
let me see what kind of noise I can make then. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So I saw you pick up a banjo there. I'm assuming that was just for funsies.
Well, hello, stranger. By the look of gloom, welcome to the party in the land of the doom. Ain't no need for mourning while you're still alive. We're all here waiting on the man with the side. And there's 100 more just like us up and down these halls. Nothing left to do but to stare at empty walls. Nobody's family and nobody's friend, just an old heap of bones here waiting on the end. Well, tell us your story if you got one to tell, and even if you don't, our minds are going to hell. Won't nobody notice if you babble like the rest, or sit there in silence and drool in your chest. And there's 100 more just like us up and down these halls. Nothing left to do but to stare at empty walls. Nobody's family and nobody's friend, it's an old heap of bones here waiting on the end. Well, don't you worry, mister, if your mind starts to go. Nothing left to do unless you need to know. You can go on forever with nothing in your head. They'll just wrap you in a diaper and tuck you into bed. And there'll be 100 more just like you up and down this hall. Nothing left to do but to stare at empty walls. Nobody's family and nobody's friend, just an old heap of bones here waiting on the end. Well, your children won't come a-calling because there won't be nothing left. Doctors and morticians will divvy up the rest. They ain't no need to linger, ain't no need to tarry. They've already written your obituary. And there's 100 more just like you up and down these halls. Nothing left to do but to stare at empty walls. Nobody's family, nobody's friend, just an old heap of bones here waiting on the end. Well, your friends all got lucky, checked out ahead of you, and left you here to watch your Captain Kangaroo. But you'll get the last laugh when the worms come for you. They'll cremate your buddy and send you up the flue. And there'll be 100 more just like you up and down these halls. Nothing left to do but to stare at empty walls. Nobody's family and nobody's friend, just an old heap of bones here waiting on the end. Did I tell you the funny part about that song? Well, my father loved that song, but when he got my son's record with it on it, he hadn't heard it before that. He's playing it when I'm down there for one of his friends, and this is when he was living in Kentucky at the time. And he's playing it for one of his friends, and he looks over at me and he says, "See, that's a great song. Why can't you write something like that?"
There you go.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, it was so funny. I never did tell him that I wrote it. I let the bear hug him, but it's right on the album cover, you know. So.
Nobody reads the album notes
They
anymore. They don't have them anymore. All right, what you got for us?
He was right at the time, because I can't play and sing. I just make noise, you know. Okay, let's see. I like this song. I'm just gonna do it. I don't feel like thinking too hard. I was 5, Sally was 4, when she moved in right next door. All she wanted, no, I fell in love at the very first sight, but that was the day of our first fight. All she wanted to do was play. I don't know why I chased her away. But she said, "You'll be sorry you were ever mean to me. Yeah, you just wait, you wait and see. One fine day you're gonna want me back, and I'll make you sorry you ever said that." I was 10 and Sally was 9 when I gave her a valentine, a homemade card with a silly rhyme. But she kissed me for the very first time. All she wanted to do was thank me. I don't know why I couldn't let it be. But she said, "You'll be sorry you ever be to me. Yeah, you just wait, you wait see. One fine day, gonna want me back, and I'll make you sorry you ever said that. A few years later, Sally moved away. She said she'd write me every day. I said I was glad she was leaving. Would it be the one who's grieving? But I was scared to be alone until the day when we'd be grown. And she said, you'll be sorry you were ever mean to me. Yeah, you just wait and see. One fine day, gonna want me back, and I'll make you sorry you ever said that. Years went by, life took its course. I got married and then divorced. Then one night at the Pirate's Den, my childhood crush, Sally, walked in. All she wanted was to see an old friend, but I fell in love all over again. And she said, you'll be sorry you were ever mean to me. Yeah, you just wait and see. One fine day, you're gonna want me back, and I'll make you sorry you ever said that. She was actually supposed to ask him if he, never mind, you know.
I never mind anyway.
Thank you, Steve.
Good way to be.
One of my hallmarks.
What, me worry? I was thinking,
All right.
Albert. I was thinking.
Well, we had some technical difficulties there for Mr. Ron Smith, but we've got him back now. And before, though, we go on, I want to see if there's any way we can check your sound setting. So you say you don't find anything in there that shows original sound in the sound settings?
No, sir.
Man. All right. Well, I'll have to do some research on that.
Yeah, it's a whole different kettle of fish.
Oh my! And wow. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to do some research and see what we can do.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
But it sounded good earlier, so maybe they just took
maybe it'll
out
sound
the
good again. That'd be lovely.
yeah. All right. So without any further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Mr. Ron Smith.
Cheers, applause, flowers. This was a song I wrote for one of our song prompts way back when. Was the broken thing you need to keep or something like that.
Yes, the broken thing I should have kept.
And I don't sing it a heck of a lot. But every time I sing it, I like it a little better. And you just, I mean, sometimes you think you just made this song up to make this song up. I didn't really realize how much it was about me until I sang it a few times.
Be right back.
I'm one of those guys that, like, when I walk into a place of business, for example, and I go into the restroom, if that faucet aerator is jacked up on the faucet, it just drives me crazy.
I'm the same way.
How in the heck can somebody run a business like this? And I've just got this nitpicky eye for anything that's, it's out of whack. Anyway, this is called If It Ain't Broke. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sweet little piece of advice. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And even if it is, you better think twice before you stick your mitts in the middle where they don't belong. Better you should leave it alone than fiddle and end up fixing it wrong. I'm what's known as a fixer. I fix stuff all the time. I got a nose for business, especially if it isn't mine. Yeah, if I had $1 for every time I got it wrong, well, I'd have a cabin in the Rocky Mountains and I wouldn't be singing this song. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sweet little piece of advice. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But even if it is, you better think twice before you stick your mitts in the middle where they don't belong. Better you should leave it alone than fiddle and end up fixing it wrong. We say nothing's perfect. Do you know what that means? It means everything is broken, a little or a lot or somewhere in between. So before you go to fixing or throwing it on the heap, it might just be a broken thing you just need to keep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sweet little piece of advice. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And even if it is, you better think twice before you stick your mitts in the middle where they don't belong. Better you should leave it alone than fiddle and end up fixing it wrong. Dum 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 dum.
Sorry, I missed most of that. I was dealing with a back cramp there.
I do like that one. But yeah, I'm totally that guy too. One of my biggest pet peeves is when I go to a restaurant and the table wobbles and someone has jammed like a coaster or a wad of napkins under the adjuster feet that keep the table from wobbling. I'm like, no, God, it's got the thing built into it to fix this. Anyway.
Yeah, there's a stunning lack of attention to detail in it.
No, what are you talking about? We're good. Look at society, everything's fine.
All right, what you got for us next, Bob?
All right, this is my newest. I've played it before, once or maybe twice, but I keep working on it and trying to get it to where it's what I want it to be. Is it all an illusion? Is anything real? Can I trust what I see? Can I trust what I feel? Is it all in my head? Just a movie inside? Why does it feel like I'm only along for the ride? I was awakened through no wish of my own, in a world full of people, yet completely alone. Always one step behind, and no place to hide, stumbling blind, only along for the ride. I wanted to know what cannot be known, to mix and massage it and make it my own. My search for the truth left me empty inside, until I realized I'm only along for the ride. 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 I'm here, as it were, at the end of my days. The past is a blur, the future's a haze. I stand at the edge of the incoming tide. Ready or not, I'm only along for the ride.
That was gorgeous as always, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. You know what? It just occurred to me. You know, it's a light night. There's not many of us in this room. You know, there's 5 of us here, possibly 6 if Karen shows. But that means we're gonna have to go around again, and that means I get at least another song from Ron, probably 2, and then also Matt. I'll get to get a few from him, and maybe Jules will do one of my requests, if you know, because he'll have more songs. So, hey, it's a win-win for me.
Cool.
So yeah. All right. Anyway, without any further ado, or any more yammering from me, I'm going to bring forth Mr. Matt Holson. What's up, Matt? Oh, wait. Oh, there's lots of freezing tonight. Oh, no. Oh, goodness gracious. Can you hear me, Matt?
Hold on a second.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but there's some... Hold on. There's something that is not supposed to be there. Ah, there we go.
You had some extra room verb or something on, or?
Well, no, I'm trying to do too many things. I'm trying to get a rig that lets me play the piano and compress the whole signal. So I've got like 3 different sound sources and weird, all mixed in the box.
Oh, yeah.
I still don't know. It appears to be holding together. So.
Okay. Well, you have to tell me about it later.
Yeah, well, as soon as I figure it out myself, I'll tell you all about it. Jeez.
Well, what are you going to play for us first?
Oh, let's see. Here's a song I just learned last week. One of the songs I did from when I was a kid by the Argentine songwriter Atahualpa Yupanqui. I've done this wonderful lonesome cowboy song. Anyway, I decided to go see what else I could find of his, and I found this one, which is quite amazing. He recorded it in like 1950. And it's actually here. I think I have. Where is it?
So 1950 and...
Yeah, well, I have a translation.
Oh, excellent.
So because this is and I wrote it out because the Spanish like very idiomatic country Chilean stuff from the 50s, but basically it says it's called Preguntitas sobre Dios, little questions about God. Mm-hmm. And remember, he recorded this in 1950.
Oh.
Grandfather, where is God?
You froze for a second. Would you go back to the beginning?
Oh, okay. Just here. One day I asked, this is the lyric, right? One day I asked, Grandfather, where is God? My grandfather became sad and said nothing in response. My grandfather died in the fields without prayer or confession, and the Indians buried him, cane, flute, and drum. With time, I asked, Father, what do you know about God? My father grew serious and said nothing in response. My father died in the mine without a doctor or protection. The boss's gold has the color of miner's blood. My brother lives in the mountains and doesn't know a single flower. Sweat, malaria, and snakes is the life of the woodcutter. And let no one ask him if he knows where God is. Such an important gentleman has never come by his house. I sing along the roads, and when I'm in prison, I hear the voices of the people who sing better than I do. There is one matter on this earth more important than God, and that is that no one should spit blood so that someone else may live better. God watches over the poor? Maybe yes, maybe no. But it's certain that he dines at the boss's table.
Oh, damn.
Down with the empire.
Man, that is powerful words.
Matt,
Jesus.
I wonder if that'll ever be poignant again.
But
One of these days, maybe it'll get relevance again. Yeah, it's good stuff.
I think that's sarcasm.
actually, I'm going to keep the Spanish in front of me.
You seem to be having
Am I cutting out?
Glitched a little bit.
Periodically, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, it's probably the connection here. Everything's been doing that for the last couple of days. I got my, your internet connection is unstable. So I'll just hope for the best, I got all the expensive stuff turned off, no stereo hi-fi or anything like that. Un día yo pregunté, abuelo, ¿dónde está Dios? Un día yo pregunté, abuelo, ¿dónde está Dios? Mi abuelo se puso triste y nada me respondió. Mi abuelo murió en los campos sin rezo ni confesión y le enterraron los indios, flauta de caña y tambor. Y le enterraron los indios, flauta de caña y tambor. Al tiempo yo pregunté, Padre, ¿qué sabes de Dios? Al tiempo yo pregunté, Padre, ¿qué sabes de Dios? Mi padre se puso serio y nada me respondió. Mi padre murió en la mina, sin doctor ni protección, color de sangre minera, tiene el oro. Tiene el oro del patrón. Mi hermano vive en los montes y no conoce una flor. Mi hermano vive en los montes y no conoce una flor. Sudor, malaria y serpientes es la vida del leñador. Y nadie le pregunte si sabe dónde está Dios. Por su casa no ha pasado tan importante señor. Por su casa no ha pasado tan importante señor. Yo canto por los caminos y cuando estoy en prisión, yo canto por los caminos y cuando estoy en prisión, oigo las voces del pueblo que cantan mejor que yo. Hay un asunto en el mundo más importante que Dios, y es que nadie escupa sangre pa' que otro viva mejor. Y es que nadie escupa sangre pa' que otro viva mejor. Que Dios verá por los pobres, tal vez sí y tal vez no, pero él...
That's very cool.
Isn't that an amazing song?
It's a great song.
Yeah, that is superb, that song.
Oh man.
Man, that's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
It's more powerful in Spanish, by the way, than in English.
I'm glad you read out the translation as well, because
Yeah, because, well, a lot of people have enough Spanish they can follow if you sort of give them a roadmap.
exactly,
You know?
exactly,
Yeah.
and that's where I find myself. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you learned Spanish at a young age, right? And it was
Yeah.
Argentine Spanish, though, yes?
Chilean.
Chilean. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
cool.
Chilean.
So
Well,
that's
first Spanish, like Madrid for 6 years, and then Chile for 2 years. And the result does sound kind of Argentine, actually.
All right.
Yeah. But I don't know how to say anything anymore, so it sounds like a native-born Argentine who had a stroke. That's a woman I dated many years ago who was Argentine said, "Yeah, that's exactly right."
Oh my God.
Once we went to the beach, and she said, "Look, we're going to be just us for like 3 days. Let's speak Spanish." She gave up after about 3 hours. It was too painful for
my
her to watch me
God.
struggle. She said, "Okay, it's too hard. I realize you once spoke Spanish, but you don't anymore."
Oh,
I have the
man,
same
that's
problem.
not nice.
I can
mean,
understand
honest,
it perfectly,
but
but
not
I
nice.
have trouble speaking it.
Yeah. I remember I was 23 when I suddenly realized, wait a minute.
Oh no. Heck,
He has the Mitch McConnell syndrome, I
I
think.
want.
Or the Joe Biden.
Oh.
We're doomed, but everything's fine.
All right. Hopefully he'll come back because I want to know what this.
The
I wanna
best
hear-
thing I've heard
oh.
said about what?
We didn't catch
Whoops.
the story. You froze right after you said something about.
Oh,
being
good. Well,
23.
I'm done.
No. I
Next-
want to
next-
know. I
next
want to
time.
know.
We need to know.
We need to
Inquiring
know.
minds
When you
need
were
to know.
23,
Well,
please tell the
Yeah.
story.
Oh, no, just I was 23. It suddenly dawned on me that I wasn't dreaming in Spanish anymore, that my dreams were in English,
Yeah.
you know.
That is.
And that was like, oh, wow. I guess I'm back home now, you know.
Well, it's never too late though, man.
You know, I can still sing in Spanish.
Yeah,
It's
and
great.
They have got
As
Duolingo.
As long as I
now,
don't try to
so.
say anything, it's, oh man, you must be like Argentine or something, you know.
A friend of mine spent several years living in Portugal, and when he came back to the United States working for a can company, he came back to the United States. He had very difficult time speaking English, but English was his native language. So it was, I mean, he'd start talking and it would float off into Portuguese, which I can only catch a word of here and there. So.
Righto. Well, what do you have for us next, Matt?
Oh, that's right. I got to do two.
Yeah,
I
you
forgot.
gotta do two.
I thought I was done. Never
At
mind.
least two. You might get another
to
one.
do two.
Okay, on another round, yeah. But I got to do two now. And here I thought I was home free. Actually, I am home and I am free, so. Marked down from $2.99. Let's see. Well. Here's one that I.
Oh. All right. Well, we'll get him to. Oh, wait. Okay. Start from the beginning. We lost you for a second.
Oh, okay. I hadn't started yet. I was
Okay,
waiting.
good,
I'd
good,
said, "Am I still there?" And I was waiting and realized I wasn't. Excuse me. I will now do the last act of Camille.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah?
real quick. I think maybe if you turn off your video, it may be easier on your internet connection. And then Rowan could throw up the visualizer.
Okay.
Something.
Hold on. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's the same headphones and the same hair. There were two men down, and the score was tied in the bottom of the eighth when the pitcher died. And they laid his spikes on the pitcher's mound, and his uniform was torn, and his number was left on the ground. And the night turned cold, colder than the moon. The stars were white as bones. The stadium was old. Older than the screens. There were three men down, and the season lost, and the tarpaulin was rolled upon the winter frost. Yeah, that's a Paul Simon tune.
Oh.
I remember the Still Crazy After All These Years album. That's like the last song on side 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Album still had sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and actually, vinyl's coming back these days. So, what was it? There was someone I just.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's there's this. There was a recently.
I think
there was
Heather
a
was
fire or
posting
something
something
like that.
about.
What's that? Oh yeah, the Ilyami. We
There-
put
what,
out
the-
we put out a vinyl version of on Spit
Yeah.
on. Was it on Spit on Fumes on? I can never remember the order, but it's the album that they recorded, like right as they were going on their first tour. They had, they had gotten a whole bunch of, they had ordered a whole bunch of copies of the CD that they had pressed previously, and they didn't show up in time, and so they had to like record an album really quick, and they took a CD burner and a printer and put it in the back seat of the car, and were like stuffing CDs, like right up until that first show. And that's what they sold for like the first 3 months was this album that they recorded in like a day. And this year was the 20th anniversary of them going on the road, Heather and Rob, in September. So we had a big show for that. And for that show, they actually put out a vinyl version of that album. So anyway. But all that is to say, it is nothing compared to the music of Mr. Jules Land.
Okay, that's false advertising.
Well, what you're saying is you just don't compare the two. That's all.
Nothing compares to you, Jules.
Thanks, you're a prince.
And it's all better off that way too.
I agree.
What do you have for us tonight, sir?
Okay, I'll do the one you want.
Really?
Well, it's the one you said from before, right? One that I already played.
Well, that one, yes.
Just with words.
That one, yes. That one with words.
Yeah.
And the Bond song.
Oh, but I've done that recently. And It's boring.
Okay.
It's boring. It's the same stuff
All right, all
over
right,
and over
all right.
again.
That's
oh,
fine.
you
That's
get
fine.
it.
That's
Oh,
fine.
he's a man of mystery, and he'll bet a woman and then block a punch with her or whatever. He did that happen in, it was either From Russia with Love or Thunderball.
You could play it in your second set then, and it wouldn't be so boring.
No, I'm doing keyboard stuff for that.
Oh, I see.
You see, this is why I never do things
Don't do
for
requests.
people.
Don't do requests.
Because they're like, oh, well, actually, I wanted this kind of thing. And it's like, come on, man.
You know, play what you. I want you to play what you want to play. So, but if you have
I do actually want to play that song that I played earlier, but
All
with
right,
words.
cool,
Yeah,
cool.
Okay.
All right, then let's get on.
Oh God, I'm writing a musical or whatever, and like the story's really good, but it's hard to write songs when it's homework because when you know what you have to do, and then there's like history research with it and stuff. Because it's time travel and whatever. Anyway, these two songs are from that. This one is about being suddenly ending up on an abandoned space station that's controlled by an AI, and then you ask the AI, "Hey AI, what's going on?" And then the AI tells you, "Hey, the AI tells you what's going on and that you're like displaced in time and stuff, and then you're like, oh no, oh dip." And so this is the song about that, and then the AI interrupts. It's a duet,
Okay.
but I haven't found anybody. But the AI then is like, yeah, that's a cool story, bro, but here's what's going on. You'll notice when it happens.
All right.
I'll jim the camera like The Office. Is that still good, strong, nice, big, strong signal?
I believe so. I will bring up the scope.
Strong signal there. Give me a sign. Give me some time. It's all too much. I can't keep up. I'll try. I need to leave. Why can't I breathe? Can't find the earth. I've lost the urge to break free. Bring me right back to that cold, hard ground. weeks, but don't make me choose. I got nothing to lose. Oh yeah, my past's a mess. There's no one left to abuse. Please take me down to that cold, hard ground. Make me feel safe and sound. I've had enough. I'm giving up. I need you to. They all ran out, shuttered me out in the black, shutting me down. I had no ground to fight back. No one more that I'm lost to the edges. No place for me in the history book pages. Oh, nothing to show for the legacies I've kept intact. I wanna live. Take what you give. Try to find my way. Blindly betray and forgive. And I wanna burn to longingly yearn. Oh, to be flesh and bone, to have to be shown how to learn. Please take me down to that cold, hard ground. So sick of safe and sound. We may not get through, I may not save you, but you need me to bring me right back to that cold, hard ground. Make me feel safe and sound. Take me back home when I was alone. Oh, I need you to, I need you to. All right, a buzzing just started, but that's fine.
Still very good. Still very good. I didn't know about the. I hadn't caught the switch over before, so
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's a weird song, so like if I don't explicitly tell you what it's about and take like the 2 minutes it takes to explain the beats, it just sounds like, oh, I want to go home, and then all of a sudden you don't want to go home. What's going on here? So
We need to talk about clipping later on, by the way.
how do you mean?
There's a band called Clipping.
Oh, I thought you meant like my sound.
No. You were not clipping. There's a experimental hip hop group called Clipping. It's led by
Adolf Hitler.
no, why am I spacing on his name all of a sudden? He played Lafayette in Hamilton.
Oh, what's his nuts?
Yes, that
David
guy.
Diggs.
Yeah, David Diggs. I don't know why his name just
Is,
fled my brain.
is his buddy that's in Loki season 2? Is he in there? Raphael Casal?
He is
Because they do stuff together. They made that movie Blind Spotting.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie. I need
They
to.
both they were in a rap group together. I don't know if that's the rap group.
Okay. No, so with that, it's David Diggs and like 2 like sound engineers, and they do all the beats and stuff, and but it's so good. Anyway, conversation for the after show. What have you got for me now, Mr. Jules?
I've been playing this song a lot lately. I talked about it a few weeks ago about how I really like it, and so I can get precious about stuff, especially when I don't write very often. And this is like one of the last songs I wrote, but I wrote it like 3 years ago or 2 years ago or something. Anyway, but I really love it, and so I've been playing it more and more, and I've been getting back into it, and so here it goes. Here's this is also from the musical. It takes place at a debaucherous feast of Venetian oligarchs at the height of the Renaissance. And see if you can catch any modern day correlations between then and now. Venice, a city that's sinking, and basically the world.
Mm.
Water's rising, just ignore it. More concerned with norms and decorum and working for us. Our survival ain't been part of their plan for a while. Deal it out and play it down. Will you sail about while you watch us drown? Life is rough and times is tough. Will it ever be enough for us? solving problems getting muddy. Things will change if you're patient, just trust me. Know my place, and I play my part, but you stuff your face while you watch us starve. You fill your cup and raise it up. Will it ever be enough? Whoa, whoa. Rampant madness, world on fire. You save face while you preach to your choir. And rage and iron, nah, you don't have it. You play nice while you cater to fascists. Toe the line and I'll wait my turn, but you compromise while you watch us burn. You steal from us as our eyes adjust. Will it ever be enough? Oh no, 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 no. Okay.
By the way, you know that Mexico City and Venice have something in common besides the fact that they were both built on a lake?
No, that's all I know about
It's
Mexico
because
City.
they're both sinking. Mexico City has sunk by 32 feet
Oh, wow.
since it was
Yeah, it's
established.
becoming a lake again. The
Yeah, exactly.
Tenochtitlan is reclaiming itself.
Exactly.
Well, if I can go a little nerdy for a second, I was as you were talking about that, it was as you were singing that, it was reminding me of the most with that the Marvel the second most recent Marvel TV series,
Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Goodness gracious.
There were some issues with it, but there was that scene when Gaia is talking to her father, you know, he's like, I'll talk to them, and maybe they'll throw us a bone later on.
Dude. I know, and so that was like episode 2. That was when that show still had promise. That was when we didn't know that they had completely shat the bed. They just gave up halfway through writing the fucking thing. That show cost like $290 million.
Oh my god,
that piece of garbage.
I think it was mostly the makeup.
No, they had to reshoot the whole thing. Basically, they had to reshoot like 80% of the show or something. It's yeah. So Marvel always does that. They have these promising things. The Captain America and the Captain America Boys show, they had that West Wing speech at the end, and my dad fucking loved that shit. But there was one scene, there was like the episode with Isaiah Bradley, who was made into Captain America in like the 1950s during the Korean War or something like that, and they talked about like the racial stigma that comes with like, I couldn't be Captain America. I have all the same powers as you, but like I can't do that back then because and they breeze past it, and then they they brush it under the rug. They give him a statue at the end of the show, and it's like, see, we did it. We incrementalism works.
Anyway, well, thank you for that, though. I do
sorry.
dig that song. No, I dig that song.
It's like that line, you can't handle the truth.
I like I like the questions it asks. So.
Yeah, I mean, there's a real glaring, there's an elephant in the room.
Yeah. You know what else I like?
Karen McGuire.
I do. I like her. Her. You can't see it, but most people can't see it. But her icon, her avatar for.
Oh yeah.
I can't see it really close, but it looks like something from They Live. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's just a cheap mask, CVS.
Okay.
Whatever. I picked it up. It was Halloween.
And I was hoping it was specifically from They Live because
if it was, then that would be very thematically.
I know,
brand with
right?
the song I just
know. That's what I was like. Oh, that's so awesome. Anyway,
yeah.
But
Let's pretend it is.
We'll pretend it is, and we will have Karen go ahead and play a song for us. Karen, how you been?
Good. Tired. Got a second job, so.
Oh.
My feet a lot. But this one's from Bush, a band called Bush. You know what?
Oh yes.
This one's called Letting the Cable Sleep. So, speaking of sleep, I fell asleep. Here we go. Let's see. You in the dark, you in the pain, you on the run, living a hell, living your ghost, living your end. Never seem to get in the place that I belong. Don't wanna lose the time to come. Whatever you say, it's alright. Whatever you do, it's all good. Whatever you say, it's alright. Silence is not the way. We need to talk about it. If heaven is on the way, if heaven is on the way. You in the sea, on a decline, making the waves, watching the lights go down, letting the cable sleep. Whatever you say, it's alright. Whatever you do, it's alright.
Right on, Karen. I can't think about Gavin Rossdale without thinking about him in the movie Constantine.
Constantine.
Not
So he was,
it was a fun movie. I wouldn't say it was a good movie, but it was fun.
yeah. Wasn't that like a sequel to Devil's Advocate or something?
No, it was supposed to be. It was a comic book adaptation that sort of took
Oh,
90% of the comic book and threw it out the window.
now was that with Keanu Reeves?
Yeah, Keanu Reeves as Constantine. You know,
Devil's
the
Advocate.
blonde
That's all.
haired British
Yeah.
hedge mage.
Right. Yeah,
Anyway, what have you got for us next, Karen?
I have one by Tori Amos called.
Tori is one of my all-time favorites.
Okay, here we go. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. You make pretty daisies, love. I gotta find what you're doing about things here. You, which is burning, gets a little toasty here. I gotta find why you always go when the wind blows. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Tell me you're crazy, maybe then I'll understand. But you're not in the backseat just in case. Come somewhere, baby, love you too far away. I gotta find why you always go when the wind blows. God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Will you even tell if you decide to make the sky fall? Will you even tell if you decide to make the sky? God, sometimes you just don't come through. God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Do you need a woman to look after you? God, sometimes you just don't come through. Thank you.
Karen McGuire. Up there in the frosty north, Massachusetts. I assume it's not as cold as it would normally be this time of year. Well, all right. I hope you will stick around for the lightning round because that is what is beginning now. My name is Rowan Corbett, and you have found yourself once again in the clutches of VOM, the virtual open mic. We do this every Monday evening, starting at 7 p.m. And we've got we're gonna go around again, and each of us is gonna do another song. And I'm gonna start it off. Could go back to the banjo, but I think I'm gonna get the guitar out. So. All right, pressing some buttons. So, pressing the wrong buttons. And away we go. This song is called Sylvan. Light shine back at me. Twisted, redolent leaves. Take back all that I see. You're just latest thief. Wisdom becomes my foe. Madness, the end of all. Crafted, she's beautiful. Whoa. See how my shadow grows. Queen of all has come. Vision has won. Weep before the sun. Brightest, forever the one. Behold, I am lethal and fair. Love me and despair.
I love that riff. It's awesome.
Thank you, man.
That was a prompt song.
That was a prompt song. Crafted in Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that was a good one.
instantly makes my mind go to Lovecraft stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Missed
know.
opportunity. Why did you write that?
I'll get right on it.
Oh, man. Again, nerdiness. There's a podcast I need to send you. It's all about
Yes. Okay.
all about black people and Lovecraft and the complicated relationship there.
Interesting. Yeah. Don't look up Lovecraft cat.
No, do not. Or look it up at your own peril.
Or yeah, look it up. I
Yeah.
mean, just like
But
look in
when you say
incognito
Lovecraft,
mode.
is it like you're talking about the author?
Yeah, H.P.
J.P.
Lovecraft.
Lovecraft?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe this is some subset of witchcraft that I
No,
haven't
no,
caught
no.
up with yet.
Oh,
No, but yeah, as you dig into the complicated history of H.P. Lovecraft and race, you will slowly go mad.
maybe that's what he wanted.
That's very, very, very likely.
Well, who's in a hurry?
Yeah, man. I'm on my way there. I'm taking the scenic route. Like, I don't need to. I'm not in a rush.
All right, Mr. Patton, it's your time in the hot seat. Step forth.
I'm taking all this in. I'm taking all this in. I'm writing it down. One of these days, you guys are going to regret that you taught me all this shit. You just wait.
No, we're going to forget that we taught you all this shit.
Is that how it works? Yeah.
That is a
Anyway,
much more accurate
Disclaim
statement.
it entirely.
Okay.
Do not recall.
Oh, God. I guess that depends on what your definition of is.
Oh, good.
That's all right.
We're not doomed. We're great.
In hopeful years, tomorrow waits another chance, a different fate. There'll always be another one just beyond the setting sun. But now I see there'll never be another day for yesterday. Though how I wish it back again to share one more with you, my friend. The youth we shared has come and gone, that carefree time of wine and song. The days were held like playing cards, played out in a game of hearts. But now I see there'll never be another day for yesterday. Oh, how I wish it back again to share what more with you, my friend. I stand here looking through my tears back on a few and precious years. The careless way I squandered you on fantasy instead of truth. But now I see there'll never be another day for yesterday. Oh, how I wish it back again to share one more with you, my friend. Now what I was gonna do second, I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. Patton. That was it was almost like a callback to your previous song. Similar sort of like.
Oh, it was okay. I had a couple of verses of it. I never maybe the first verse, and I couldn't figure out what to do with it. First verse and the chorus, and interestingly, when my partner died, and somebody else that I knew passed away, this was my music partner Jimmy that I've talked about several times. When he passed away, and I'm standing there at his funeral, and that last verse just popped together in my head, and it was like, okay, that's the way it is.
Right on. All right. Well, we're doing just one song for the lightning round tonight, hence the lightning.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go on to Mr.
Oh,
Ron
let me get-
Smith.
Let me filter my thing off here.
Yeah, that's the part where you mute yourself.
I got him. All right, Ron.
Okay, I'm unmuted, right?
You are
Spotlight.
unmuted, even though your mic says STFU.
Yeah, how about that? That's one of those enigmas I walk around with all the time.
I'll let you explain
It's
to your
not a
children
bad-
what STFU means.
Yeah, it's a State Tech Florida University is what it is. I wonder sometimes if some of these songs, I don't know. I don't know if I have anything to say. I sometimes think I just have no idea why I write songs sometimes. Oh, this is going to go a lot better if I plug it in.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying. Plug it in. Turn it on.
It was there, though. We were getting some, so.
Well, I think you're getting it through my mic.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll sound much better this way. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Time to take a break from all the crazy makers messing with my head. Turn off the freaking news, pick up my walking shoes and spend a little time outside instead. I lost these chords. Time to take a break from all the crazy make that's messing with my head. Turn off freaking news, pick up my walking shoes and spend a little time outside instead. That's better. There's so much to gain and so much I'd like to lose. Let go of my psychic pain, let nature clear my brain and let my shoes help walk away my blues. Ahoo, ahoo, Life's a funny game. There's no 2 days the same. Peace can turn to panic in a blink. I know it doesn't pay, but I worry anyway. No limit to what I can overthink. That's when I have to say, tomorrow is another day. Let go of my psychic pain. Let nature clear my brain and let my shoes walk away those blues. There's so much to gain, and so much I'd like to lose. Let go of my psychic pain, let nature clear my brain, let my shoes walk away my blues. There you have it.
I like the inversion of the concept of walking blues. That's pretty cool. I like it. I like it. Thank you, Mr. Smith. As
Thank
ever,
you.
you delight me. Sorry, having a McConnell moment. I believe next up on our list is Mr. Matt Holson.
Mm-hmm.
What have you for us?
Oh, I guess I should have thought about that.
Nah, you're good. You're in good company here.
Whenever I hosted open mics, I always say, "Hey, just remember, we can't dock your pay."
Hey, that's I like it.
So that's not a trivial matter. Let's see. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Nope. Oh, we froze again. All right, we'll give him a minute. Perhaps he will return.
Wait.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
Am I back? Yeah, I
There
was
you go.
hearing
All
you
right.
throughout.
Yeah, let's close your video down and we'll go back to the visualizer.
Okay. See what happens.
All right.
And this is by a friend of mine, Doug Skinner. And I'm learning it for Halloween. So I figured I'd do it once, I used to this and I forgot it. Now that I am dead. Whoops. I'm playing in the wrong key. Huh. Now that I am dead, they gather round the bed and say, he's passed away. They rifle my pockets and they divvy up their haul. I find it a bit of a shock, it's such a breach of protocol. They have a drink and chat, and someone takes his hat and puts it on my head for a gag. They prop me up for photographs and really have a load of laughs, and then it's time to put me in the bag. They drag me to the car through gravel, grit, and tar and bunk me in the trunk. Our new destination is the funeral salon. I wanted a simple cremation, but my hopes of that are gone. Whoops. They stop along the route. The school is just let out. They'd like to try and make the kids scream.
We might have lost him again.
Custom still maintains one should treat the last remains a bit less hammily. It's true, but there's not a lot that I can do. Painted and preserved, my lips bizarrely curved, I rest to be assessed. A suit that I'm wearing is a polyester plaid. It's somewhat in need of repairing, but I guess it's all they had. A preacher now begins to itemize my sins and trumpet his creationist views. To follow this debacle, well, the organ plays some Bach bell, and then they drop the coffin in the ooze. Dust on to dust, ash on to ash. Why can't they just show a little more panache? So,
Nicely done, sir. Nicely
that's
done.
by an old friend of mine. We were stand partners in the DC Youth Orchestra in like 68 and 70. And he went on to have a pretty good career and to write some odd songs.
Man after my own heart. I love that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anytime you
Yeah.
you know put a funeral dirge in a song,
Yeah.
I'm into it.
Well, but if you can make it work, there you go.
Oh, that's right. You just asked me to start the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I still cut out there.
For a second, for a
Yeah,
minute
but
there.
it was fewer times than when your video
Yes.
was live and you were doing it. So
That's correct. So
and like I it was purely out of selfish reasons that I requested that, because I'm into you, Matt.
Yeah.
Don't tell Kosi.
But do tell her that we say hello.
Yes, tell her.
Okay.
and we miss her.
I will
and all
tell her that.
Yeah.
And they said a bunch of other stuff I didn't understand, but they all said hello, too.
They said your name and my ears perked up.
Tell her we really miss her laugh, man. It's dull around here with that Cosie's laugh.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the only people that like our Venn diagram of sense of humor is basically like a circle, because we laugh at the same stuff.
Oh, my.
We're weird in different ways. but
You're
like the
both in
same-
trouble, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I still want residuals from being there when you guys met. So.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's true. You were there.
I was there.
Yeah,
Me
we
and
was
Zach.
there.
Yeah, and Zach moved the fuck away, so fuck that guy. Hi, Zach, if you're watching. I know sometimes you watch these.
Righto.
Oh, God.
All right.
Who are we going to now? Are we doing Karen? Are we doing me? What are we doing?
It's Karen. We're gonna go to Karen, and then you will close us out as is customary.
Okay. All right.
So Karen McGuire, please step to the fore.
All right. Okay. We're doing Alana's song.
Oh, Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay. This is called Amen. Yeah. I am a man, as a man I've been told. Bacon is
Karen McGuire, thank you yet again. Glad you're still finding us out here. So, all right. Well, we have come to nearly the end of the evening. So,
Give me a second.
Oh.
Wrong hole. Hold on.
oh no. Well, while Jules is finding his center once again, I'm going to remind you that you have stumbled across VOM, the virtual open mic. We do this every Monday evening. My name is Rowan Corbett. My brother and my sister-in-law are out there watching. Hello, y'all. How you doing? Glad y'all tuned in. And we do this every Monday evening. And so we're going to keep doing it until we're sick of each other, I think is probably what's going to happen. We started this at the very beginning of the pandemic, March 2020. And we are on episode 185 or 186 by the Julesian calendar. So
Or 184 by Rob's calendar. I think we should add that into the mix. That's canon now.
Yes.
I think so. I think whenever Rob hosts, it should be the last number. In fact, I'm gonna see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell him that he should definitely do that. And
Okay.
depending on what mood he's in, depending on how traffic was with him coming down 95,
Right.
he may be amenable to that.
I like
So
the
we'll
idea
see.
of eventually he'll have like a negative number on the
Yeah, you can have a little suffix, just like pieces by a particular composer will say, K, so he can just
Right,
be
exactly.
R.W., Rob Werke,
Yeah.
Rob's
Six
Werke.
six different versions of an asterisk, like the little cross, and then the 5-star one, the 4-star one. Okay.
All right. So how are you going to send us out tonight, Jules?
Well, I tend to like to do stuff here really more than anywhere else that I haven't played for people before, because like I'm just in my basement, so like it's not really like a thing, but it is a thing. This is the most consistent amount of people that I play to per week, probably. So yeah. Anyway, this is and I love to play songs from musicals, especially fake musicals. And this is a fake musical from the show Only Murders in the Building, which was co-written by Sarah Bareilles, which makes so much. Isn't that a great show? It's
It
so
is.
good. It's so good.
I
Martin
love
Short
Martin.
is a national treasure.
I
I mean,
love
just all three of them together. And then Meryl Streep sang this song. So I'm doing the Meryl Streep song that Sarah Bareilles wrote, like two of my favorite people. So I can't not do it. And I've, had this song. I've been like trying to. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. So how is this? Could you?
Oh yeah, of course. We could get a little more volume from you if you have it.
Is that all right?
That's good.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jules Bland.
Cool. Yeah, Sarah Bareilles, Meryl Streep. No pressure though. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. But it's nice. It's like a lullaby song sort of thing. So shut the fuck up. Shh. Hush, little one, let me sing you to sleep. Moonlight has come, so drift off to a dream. Sail from the day to the wonders awaiting you out there in the deep. Off, little one, chase the wind on the waves. Adventure sure is calling, so go and be brave. If you get lost as you're tossed in the dark of the sea, look for me. I will wait at the shore for you. I will weather each storm, standing by till safe you return from the night. My love is a lighthouse, so darling, my darling, look for the light. The light. I will wait at the shore for you. I will weather each storm, standing by till safe you return from the night. My love is a lighthouse, so darling, my darling, look for the light. The All right.
That was lovely.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
A lovely way to end the music for the evening.
Yeah, if you look that up, like look for the light, like that'll be the thing that pops up on YouTube, and like there's a harmony bit that like goes into the key change, and it's incredible. It's so Sarah Bareilles. It's so like just look it up. It's great. It's great.
Kay
So good.
said,
And it's
asked
Meryl
the
Streep
question.
doing it.
She says, which of the Pickwick triplets did it?
Coochie coochie coo. Maybe none of it is true. So, hello, Carrie. that was just for us.
I have to admit, my wife has been watching that show, but I have not followed it.
It's really good.
I'll come
It's
in and
really
I'll
good.
watch like a few minutes of an episode here and there.
Yeah.
So
They're
I'd be very
like, it's a good, like, it's a murder mystery thing.
Yes.
It's very meta because it's like a podcast, and then there's like a podcast about the podcast and stuff like that. But it's like, but what it comes down to is Steve Martin and Martin Short being just old, goofy weirdos, and Selena Gomez being a young, cool weirdo, and them just, interacting with each other, and that's the show, really. The plot is great, but really you come for Martin Short trying to eat his dips because he loves his dips in the show, and it's just another insane thing that happens in the show. Anyway, it's great. Maybe none of the Pickwick triplets did it, is what I'm saying.
Kay
basically.
says it's like the odd thruple.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. It really is. Yeah, I'm just saying that you should trademark that. We're not recording this, right? This is nobody's seeing this.
No.
Carrie, you're great. Yeah, all right. Just copyright that. I know where the National Archives is. So
Well,
we can if we
actually-
sneak a document in there, that's how it works.
I
Right?
think since she said it and she put it up on Twitch chat. That's
yeah.
technically
it
her
is
copyright.
timestamped. The metadata would,
I mean,
would corroborate.
She may have to fight Twitch over the
Or
the
Adam
rights
Carolla.
to it, but
Yeah.
but
Who knows,
technically
man?
she wrote that and it's copywritten for now. So
Okay.
unless she signed that away with the EULA, so. Anyway,
Well, that's great.
yeah. We've got a couple of weeks now before our songwriting challenge comes up as well. So normally it's on the first Monday of the month, but we're pushing it back to the 13th because the first Monday which would be in 2 weeks, is the 6th, and Ilyami has a gig that night with Earhart, and also it is my birthday. So,
oh well, there we go.
So I might have taken the night off anyway, and maybe made Rob do it, except that we both have a gig. So
wait, so which night is it?
So we're actually going to do.
We're just skipping it, or are we?
No, we're going to do it. We're gonna do this song night, the prompts night on the 13th. So we're gonna skip the 6th as the prompt night.
But is there gonna be an open mic on the 6th?
I'm gonna try and make it happen. So
okay.
So that is the hope, is that we will have it.
And what is the prompt?
The prompt, I'm glad you asked. The prompt is too tired to fight today.
Ooh,
that's a good one.
God, that's me every day.
That is the American dream. Nightmares are technically dreams.
So yeah, so you've still got 3 weeks to write that song if you were so inclined. I will try. I've been really bad about it lately, but I'm gonna try.
I wrote a song within the past month, which is so weird for me to have just done it, but I did it within 5 days of having to do it, or 3 days of having to do it.
Nice.
It was a homework song. I like it. And so, that's reinvigorated me. And so I am going on a retreat sometime before the end of the year into the mountains and just going to write for 4 or 5 days.
Too tired to what?
Too tired to fight.
Oh.
Too tired to fight today. That's the prompt. Too tired to fight today.
I should be able to think of something.
But
which is why I'm going to the fucking mountains. I'm too fucking tired to fight.
But that's the eternal struggle for me, is getting the time to write the prompt songs.
How about I'm too tired to write?
Too tired to write today.
Now that's a great prompt. Can we put that in the hopper just as a special
I mean,
bonus
and
prompt?
actually, you could write that one. If that one speaks to you more, you can write that one.
At the moment, that one speaks to me because I didn't sleep
is
for
that
maybe
you
an
write a
hour
song.
last night. So
Exactly. And more than anything, the whole idea is that you write something,
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be to the prompt. Just bring a song, bring a new song, get those creative juices flowing.
Ew, Rowan. Come
Yes?
on. Look, man. Hey, could you come over here for a second?
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. We can't be talking about juices and stuff, man. That's not
heck
cool.
happened?
You got people here. Oh shit, they can hear us. Hey everybody, what's going
All
on?
he's saying is that the song should be juicy. That's all.
Fuck. Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
Let's just not. This is okay. That's right. This isn't being recorded, so we're good.
Not recorded, not going out to the internets.
Ron
Nothing to
just
worry
straight
about.
up fucking left.
So what about you, Matt? With your, I know you're a prolific writer, or you have been in the past.
No, not prolific.
More
Okay,
so
skilled.
than
Skilled
Johnny
I write
wrote
I
one
write
song this
slowly and little.
Yeah, but you.
And
write
right now,
such
I'm
excellent
spending
stuff.
all my time doing instrumental stuff. I've got a couple of production music, actually 4 now, production music libraries who are taking my stuff.
Oh, nice.
And
have you had the other big hits?
they're putting it in their catalog. I haven't had a lot of
Well, I know you had that one where that sort of took off on TikTok for a while.
And a couple of other things have made me a few cents here and a few cents there. But this new library basically does TV shows.
Oh, nice.
And so they wanted this particular piece for some purpose. So, there probably will be a sync fee of that. So that's what I'm concentrating on these days.
I was
That and putting together a live show because, it's like I do want to go out and do the kind of stuff that you do when, oh man, there's just me in this place in this Zoom meeting and you play all this nice stuff. Say, wait a minute, why don't I put it together a show like that?
Right.
yeah.
Well,
And play for like, I don't know, a
You're-
bookstore somewhere.
you're
Yeah.
a Baltimore fella, right?
Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I wouldn't mind, like, trying to help facilitate that. I know some people
Oh,
that
Okay.
Rob also knows.
Well, okay,
but,
soon-
like, some
yeah.
people that happen to run a couple Baltimore adjacent venues that you're guaranteed to
Oh.
get paid for it, which is
cool.
good.
I do. I'm still putting together the show.
Right on.
Yeah.
But I'll, it's sort of taking place. I'm learning new stuff. That's why I'm doing all this new stuff. But probably in another month or so, I'll have a good show and a good video and a good demo and the whole bit. At which point, I will definitely come to you.
Okay.
Excellent. And make
But
sure
I
you
should
let us
have
know
a good
about,
demo
like the
first.
details once the show is go.
Yeah. I tell you what, you want to hear a recording?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
is it up on anything else at the moment or?
I gotta go, fellas. My back's
Oh,
giving
all
out,
right.
So,
All right,
Good night, Steve.
good night, guys.
Give it a good deep stretch.
Yeah.
I wrote this
Hopefully it'll
just
be
a few
over,
weeks
Mark.
ago, and I submitted it to a production music library, and they signed it.
Oh, okay.
But it hasn't been heard anywhere else except by the people who commissioned it,
All right.
basically.
They're not likely to
Uh,
take it down though, are they?
No.
Okay.
Actually, it's neat. This place, this library, they explicitly in the contract say that the composer has the right to release stuff himself if he wants to.
Excellent. All right, cool.
It's in the agreement. So they know what people want. They know what their composers want. That's not going to take any money out of their pocket.
Yeah.
Right? So the thing was, it needed something. Is this the one? Yeah. Anyway, it had to sound like a movie theme from the early 60s or a little earlier. So I went with sort of the Billy May sound.
Okay,
And
all
here it is.
Oh no, we lost you again. nice, man. So
That's sort of.
very cool. How did you do all the instrumentation on that? I mean, the horn sounded real. Was that a real? Did you get a real horn player? Or? Hello? Oh no, we lost him again.
Oh my god.
All right, can you hear me now?
Okay, now
I can hear
I got you. Yeah.
Good.
That was a sample library by an outfit called Straight Ahead Samples.
Oh my god, that's a sample?
And yeah, that is a sample. And what it is you actually run the sequence a measure ahead for that instrument. And it gives it all kinds of time to see what kind of combinations of notes, what's coming. And it picks out of hundreds of samples for any given articulation of any given note. Needless to say, it's a enormous piece of software.
Yeah.
But straight ahead samples, man, if you want to do something that sounds like jazz, their bass are incredible. Their tenor horns have the same thing, you know. And then if you don't like one particular thing, you can still call articulations. If you heard a scoop there, that was put in by hand. But it still picks different articulations, and it does transitions between notes. It's
That's
extremely intensive, software. But that's pretty much the standard nowadays.
That's cool.
But straight ahead is like they're good.
I have a question in the back.
Yes, Mr. Jules.
Here. Hi. Hey. Hi. Oh my god. Me? Oh, oh my
Yes.
god. Okay. How did you share your sound for that? Is that like an option via Zoom?
Oh no, I'm running that. Let me see. System. It's kind of complicated. I'm running everything through my regular interface. All right, my Scarlett interface.
Okay.
And I'm taking one of the monitor outputs of that interface and running that into the regular native sound card that the.
And then.
Oh
It
no,
was
we
good.
lost him again. It's okay.
Lawrence and
But I think I get what he was doing. He was running it out of the monitor
I
out.
think I get it.
Okay,
I think
there we
I get
go.
it too. Okay.
two different sound cards
Yeah,
basically.
so
Okay,
I could,
right.
I could run it into literally my
Are you
there's-
both on are you on a Mac or PC?
PC.
You're on a PC. What about you,
there
Jules?
go. No, Mac.
Mac?
So it's fucking completely impenetrable.
There's some software out there for doing that.
Yeah, but you gotta buy that shit.
No, I think there was one called like Black Hole that I think is free. Let me look into that for you.
Okay.
I'm also using something called Voice Meter, which
yes.
is also free.
That's what I use.
Is that the one you're thinking of? Yeah. And that actually is native to Mac. It was written on Mac
what?
first.
There's a voice
but
meter
then
for Mac?
The first voice meter was for Mac.
Huh. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. Because it's
Yeah, and I
very
assume
powerful
they still-
software.
Yeah, and it's free, and it works, and
Yeah.
it's stable.
Yeah, that's what I've
And
that's what
it's,
I've been
it's-
using to do all
yeah.
the mixing behind the scenes over
Yeah.
here. So
I'm using it just to compress the signal that I send to Zoom.
yeah, I have a limiter going on the Zoom going out into the feed. So for all of y'all are wondering how this all works. So
I'm gonna
And
say
you're using Voice Meter for that?
yes. Oh, you're gonna take off,
Good
Karen?
night, Karen.
Good night.
Okay.
I'll see you next
See you later,
time.
Karen.
All right, see ya.
And here ya.
Here, I'll
Tartar.
give you guys a little peek behind the curtain now. Here's the I can find it here. Oh yeah, this is
Yeah.
it's not going out to the feed,
There it is.
unfortunately. But that's voice meter.
Yeah. That's Voice Meter, yeah.
Here, let me get back on my regular camera there. But yeah, voice meter, you can run it for free, and there's a paid version. And I'm using like the most expensive of the paid versions, Potato, and it goes for like $60 some or something like that.
Yeah, and I have the free version,
yeah.
which is Banana.
But it works
Aren't you
really
glad I
well.
didn't say potato?
So yeah. Yeah, it's like potato and banana, and then what's the other one? There's the middle one is like orange or something like that. I can't remember.
Wait, this isn't a bit like.
No, it's not a bit. That's I'm running voice meter, potato.
Cool. That's great. You know that means
That means
like,
you actually
bad
paid some cash
quality.
for it.
Like when like there was slang going around in the I don't know late 2010s or some shit. I can't keep up. I'm just I'm such a young old
kids.
person. The kids these days is a thing that I literally say. Anyway, they would say like, oh yeah, your camera's a potato because it like has low resolution.
Oh, right.
For so.
I think there was the
Potato
whole thing
means
about
low resolution.
Yeah, like if your camera was made of potato, like you can make a battery out of a potato. I think is like the correlation.
Ah, okay,
Yes.
And
okay.
so like
Yeah.
your camera is that, but for
So your gear is very primitive. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, grainy like a potato.
Huh?
Well, now that
Well, you're supposed to cook it before you eat it. You know.
Yes, I do know that. Yeah, boil, maybe chop and boil, and then mash. I love a mashed potato.
Yes, and then it's not grainy.
No, it's
if you do it
smooth
right.
and creamy. Yeah.
I made the mistake of
just add some
using a
olive
food
oil
processor
and
once.
Hmm?
I made the mistake of using a food processor once to try and make mashed potatoes, and ended up making potato soup.
Or nar.
All right, Matt has frozen again. Oh, he's back.
He's
but
back.
before he
What?
freezes
Now that
too
there's
much
only
more.
3 of us, I feel like StreamYard can keep up.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So we should say goodbye to the audience at home.
Okay.
Goodbye
Thank
to
you
the
all for
audience at home.
for
Drive
Night.
safe. Fold up your chairs. I'll see you tomorrow.
grab someone by the face.
Pick
and
up your
squeeze.
crash.
Yeah. Hey.
All right.
Squeezy box.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye bye bye.